What's going on, guys and girls? It's Razorian Buck, and this is my birthday video for the year. Every year I make a birthday video, and well, it's not my birthday today because I skipped making a video. My birthday was August 10th, which is about 2 weeks ago. On my birthday, I just felt like hanging out, playing video games. I played some drums. I cruised on the internet. I just didn't feel like making a video, and then that just kind of went on for another 2 weeks. This isn't going to be a comical video like most of my videos are, uh, because I have some kind of serious stuff to address, just changes in my life that I want to bring up. And the most important one that I've been avoiding, but I really want to mention now, is that my mother has passed away. For those of you, maybe some of you know, maybe some of you don't, but I actually came up to Empress, Alberta, Canada, to look after my mom in her older age, and and she was still like able to do a lot of stuff. Like she could get up, make food, and go to the washroom, and take baths, and all that stuff. It was just uh, there were certain things she couldn't do. She couldn't mow the lawn or clean the windows of the house or take out the dog. So I just felt it was my obligation as her son to come up here and look after her. And but it wasn't just old age that why she passed away. There was also a bit of cancer involved in that in the last few months. But I don't really want to get too deep into it. I am pretty much an open book, and I don't mind talking about my life out in the open with the public. But when it comes to other people's issues, I try to refrain from doing that because it's not my place to talk about. And I didn't talk to her and say, hey, is it okay if I go tell everyone on the internet what's going on in your life, right? So I don't want to speak too much about it, but yeah, a month ago she passed away, and I felt it was something I should address on this channel because I just didn't want to continue making videos and kind of like pretend that nothing happened. So, which is really why I haven't made that many videos since she's passed. This will be like the third video I made, and I just felt like I needed to address it. Now, it was kind of like something that everyone saw coming because of just old age, and is kind of a slow process, which is good. More time spent with my mom, who I love. Uh, but if I don't like, I just feel like emotionally I'm dealing with it fine because there was so much time to kind of process the whole situation, and it was kind of, nobody escapes death. So, it was inevitable. It was, so I had a lot of time to process the whole situation. So emotionally, I'm doing okay. It wasn't easy making videos when she was alive because I was I had to look after the house and do a whole bunch of stuff, and I'd go get the mail, and I'd have to do the grocery shopping and all this stuff. So there was a lot of work involved. Um, However, it's kind of interesting that I went back throughout the year and looked at all the videos I made, and I actually made more videos throughout the year than I have any previous year. And I say that like it's the end of the year, but it's not. It's just the end of like, instead of me uh, looking at it like New Year's Eve is a new year, I always do it on my birthday for some reason. I don't know. It's just easier for YouTube for me to go back to my last video on my birthday. But I skipped the part that I was talking about that I was trying to mention here. Yeah, it was a lot of work, so it wasn't easy for me to make YouTube videos. and now she's passed, and it's still a lot of work. So um, I didn't realize all the different stuff that I would have to do after the fact. Um, like I had to, phone all family and friends and loved ones and stuff and let them know the situation. I also had to transfer over the phone to my name and the internet and the hydro and the water, all the utilities. Uh, and that was a really hard process because you can't just phone the telephone company and say this person has passed away, because if they can't just take your word for it. If they did that, then there'd be so much trolling going on in the world. You could just, I don't like this guy. I'm just gonna phone, the internet company and tell him he passed away, and then mess with his whole life. So, you can't just call up all these places and say, "Oh, this person's passed away." Uh, so it was really difficult dealing with all that stuff, and I'm still kind of dealing with it. And then now I gotta start paying the bills for this place. My mom didn't own this place, but it is owned within the family, and so I'm gonna be staying here. I've decided it's extremely low rent, and all the bills are very low. Although I don't really have the I'm not making enough money right now to pay for it all, so it's going to be struggling a few months. But I think things are going to work out. I'm making a lot more money than I was, uh, but yeah, that is the plan: is to stay here uh, for a while. And so I've been cleaning up the house and kind of packing a few things away, but I do want to keep the place very similar to the way it was, because you know some people, they like to take take the stuff from someone who's passed away. Maybe they'll take it to the dump, or they'll take it to the Sell-Yan and just give it away. But I kind of feel like the stuff in my mom's life, that she cared about, little ornaments and candles, and all the stuff that she had, that's was a big piece of who she was. So I want to kind of keep that stuff. It doesn't, to me, it's not like I don't want to just throw it away, right? And I was just thinking before filming this video that it's kind of like The Never Ending Story Part 2. If you've ever watched that, there's this kid, what's his name? I just said it before I started recording. Not Atreyu, that's I think the horse. Um, Sebastian, that's his name. In part 2, Sebastian, all his thoughts go into these little round balls, and I can't really remember the plot of the whole movie, but apparently whenever one of these balls disappears, then it's like one of his memories disappears, and if they all just go, then there's nothing left of him. And that's kind of the way I feel about my mother's stuff. If I start taking these ornaments and stuff and packing them away in boxes and getting rid of them, or putting them in storage, then it's kind of like taking pieces of her memories and packing them away. So I kind of want to keep the house similar to the way it was, but I do want to also change things more, so I can utilize the space. So changes coming up for this year. I'm going to turn my mother's room into a recording studio, and I'm going to turn the living room into where I would do live streams, because I haven't done live streams in such a long time. And the reason why is because I don't like unplugging everything from the computer and then plugging new things in. Like every time I want to learn something on the piano, I have to unplug the webcam and plug the piano in. Then when I want to do a live stream, I got to unplug the piano and plug the webcam in, which resets all the settings back to default, and then I have to go into the program and set everything back up. So I want to just have one station for live streaming, and then have a separate station for music recording. And then this computer here is my editing computer that I edit stuff on, and it's not connected to the internet because I just don't want viruses and stuff. I need this computer to run its maximum capability. And then this computer here is what I use for uploading footage and stuff to the internet and browsing the internet and doing all the YouTube stuff. And another thing that maybe you guys don't know is recently I've been selling stock footage online. And I do want to make a video about that, but I don't want to make videos that nobody cares about. So if you want to hear about how I sell clips online as stock footage, then let me know in the comment section. I'll make that video. But if I don't know if anyone really cares. So I do that and I upload it all on this computer. So I'll change things around a little bit, but I'm also trying to keep the core of the way the house was. So everything is just, I'm just taking my time with everything. So those are some changes that you'll see in the future as far as this YouTube channel goes, and what type of stuff what kind of stuff you'll see on this channel. I didn't want to say stuff. There's content. What kind of content you would see on this channel, right, is gonna change, and I'm gonna try to utilize this entire place. So there's, even though there hasn't been that many videos on my channel lately, there are gonna be a lot more coming. I still enjoy making videos. It's a lot of fun. And my YouTube channel is going, better than it ever has. I'm not famous, but it's I can't complain about growth. So I'm happy about that. It's just going to take a little bit of time to figure things out. And yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. I know I'm labeling this like about my birthday because it is kind of my birthday video, even though I didn't really address it. I didn't do anything on my birthday, really. I just played drums, watched YouTube videos, kind of just treated it like another day. So there's not really too much to speak on about that. But yeah, I'm gonna have more piano videos probably. I'm working on I'm learning the Mortal Kombat theme on piano, but I'm just kind of lazily doing that, like for example, I haven't touched the piano in probably 5 days. But I'm still learning computer animation as well. I'm kind of spreading myself too thin, I think is the term. I've been playing a lot of drums. I kind of want to make some drum covers. I'm thinking about recording a new album this year. I'm going to start with one song and then make a music video. See how that goes. Might record a whole album, but I don't want, like I said, I'm spreading myself pretty thin, so I'm not sure. Sorry about the audio for this video, by the way. I know the audio is not the best. I have lots of expensive microphones right here. But because I use the GoPro Hero 7 now, it needs a stupid connection thing for me to plug any audio into the camera. So I figured with this video, I just needed to get it done. So I just figured we'll just use the audio from the camera. Because I felt like I couldn't really move on until I addressed what happened with my mom. I didn't want like a year to go by and then I just say something like, oh, back when my mom was around, and then for those of you that know me really well, it would be like, what are you talking about? Like, something happened to your mom, right? Because I never addressed it. I felt like this was an important part in my life. I felt like it needed to be addressed before I continue on. So anyways, I feel like I'm kind of rambling now, so I'm gonna end the video because I felt like I've done pretty good. I don't think I have to edit this video. I think I can just edit out the first 3 seconds. I'll edit out the last 3 seconds, and I think it's good to go. So before I mess it up and say something stupid, I think I'll say goodbye. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. Don't worry about me. I'm doing all right, and I will have a lot more videos coming soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. All right, peace.